Hey guys, ABQ or Q Designs, and today I will be making a tutorial about how to use Blender, like the Blender basics. So yeah, if you don't know what Blender is, it's an animation software. You can make 3D stuff, yeah. And if you want to download it, the link is in the description. Oh, there's something open here. The link is in the description. You just go blender.org. Oh, it's org, and you can download it off here. It's a really nice software, as you can see. This was made in it. And yeah, so let's get into the tutorial. So when you start off Blender, as you can see, all you really see right is like this cube. If you hold down middle click, you can pan around. You can also zoom in and out. Yeah. So there's a few main things that you need to know about Blender. There's the camera, and there's light sources, and there's the axes. The red one is the x-axis, the green one is the y-axis, and the blue one is the z-axis. You can't really see it on the grid, but you can see here if you select an object. So if you want to select an object, as I just said, you just right-click the object. And as you can see, when you just open up Blender, you have this cube. If you want to delete it, you can just select it with right-click and click delete. Control Z, you can just bring it back, whatever. But we won't really be needing the cube here. So the first thing you're gonna want to do with Blender is create. This is all the main stuff you can create, just like things like this. So I'll just create them and like lay them out here. It's just gonna take a while. So as you can see, in the mesh area, there's a few things. There's a plane, which is like a regular plane. There is a cube, which you start off with. There's a circle here. There's a UV sphere. There's a isosceles sphere, which is like a sphere made out of triangles. There's a cone, and there's a torus, which is basically like a ring. And there's also a monkey. I haven't really used this before, but I think this has something to do with like making like faces, like real characters, as you saw before. And yeah, this is great. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but it looks exactly like this. I don't really use a lot of stuff in Blender, but these are basic shapes. So let's delete it. One thing, if you want to select a few things at once, just press B, and then left click, and drag to select. I'm gonna take out the camera here. I mean the light source, because I don't want that to be deleted. Let's delete all that. And there's some other things that are kind of weird. I don't really know what they're used for. Knob, circle, line, path, I don't know. It's just stuff that I don't really use. And there's the lamps. There's a point lamp, which is the one that's over here. And there's a sun lamp, which is basically like the sun. It acts the same way. There is a spot. Oh, oops. Okay, this is the spot lamp. It's basically like a spotlight. Yeah. There is a hemi lamp. I'm not exactly sure what this one is. There's an area lamp. I think it just goes in area. If you don't want to really select the certain types, you can just click on lamp. You can click over here, and then you can change the type of lamp. Yeah. And next, these are just other things. There's the text. There's the armature, which is used to create rigs. There's lattice. I'm not exactly sure what this is. It's an empty thing. I don't know what half of these things are. I don't really use them. There's a speaker, which is used to like if you want to project sound off of like a certain place. And there's a camera. We already have a camera here, which we don't need. You can see there's a camera here. selected. If you press 0, you can go into the camera view. You can like basically see what the camera is seeing, or when you render it, you can see what the picture or animation will look like. If you like press different numpad keys, then you can select what like view you want to go into. Personally, the best one is just the front view. This camera is like at a weird angle here. So if you want it, so what I usually do is I just press 1, Control Alt 0. Oops, I have to select 1, Control Alt 0. Oh, wait, what? Okay, there we go. So now it's in front view. So let's say we want to create a text. So click the text here. As you can see, it creates this text. And yeah, you can move it around here. You have to, if you want to move it on like different axes, you have to like hold down left click and drag it. So now I'll be talking about the hotkeys. A few different hotkeys. Some of them I know, some of them I don't really know. Basically, the basic ones are R, which you can rotate the text. So, like, if you double click R, you can kind of like rotate it in a different way. Not exactly sure. And there's R, and then RX. If you press RX, then you can rotate it on the X-axis, as you can see. I'm rotating it there. And you can also, let's say RX, and then I click 9, and then 0. So I didn't do that right. RX 90. Then it'll rotate 90 degrees on the X-axis. I can do the same thing here. RY, Y-axis. RY, I don't know, 45 degrees. RZ, and yeah. But as you can see, we got our text here. It's facing the front since we did RX90. But that's basically like the basic command. And then what's next? There's I, which we'll be getting into later. This is for keyframing. That's for animation. There's S. Basically, you can size the object, the text. Z basically makes it look like wires frame. It's like a wireframe thing. You can also change it here, wireframe. And then what else is there? X is also, you can delete. What else? There's a few things. Oh yeah, there's B where you can select multiple objects. And if you press Shift in B, you'll duplicate the item, and you can also just do Control Copy, Control Paste. And yeah, we won't go into that now. Just size the text up. Yeah. Also, if you're changing something and you're not happy with the way it turned out, if you just right click, it'll just go back to the regular thing. So oh, that's way too big. Let's right click. Okay. So as you can see, there's this side thing over here. Let's say you want to change the font. So you click F and you scroll down here. You click on this file, and you can search through your computer to find the file. Let's go with Moduli regular. And also, if you want to change this text, you click Tab, and you can change it. I'll just change it to AB, and press Tab again to get out of that. Yeah. And then there's a few other things. Let's pan around here. There's the modification geometry thing here. If you click on the extrude, you can actually change the extrude, make it 3D. And there's this thing, the bevel depth. If you put this up, it'll actually make like rounded corners, but if you put it way too up, it just does something weird. This is good. Yeah, like that. And offset, it kind of like makes the text thicker or thinner. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'll put it at 0. Resolution. Resolution is actually the smoothness of the curve. So as you can see, it looks kind of like weird. If I put this all the way up, then it looks really nice and smooth. But if you want it like this, it's fine. But it kind of looks nice when it's smoother. 32 is the highest, I guess. Yeah. And So that's basically it for text. Also, there's a few other things. If you want to change the color of the text. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't explain that. You click this kind of like circle thing here. You click new, and then you click this white thing under the views, and you can move this around, change it. You can change the darkness of it. Yeah, it's nice red text. There's also rendering. So press F12 to render so you can see how it turns out. As you can see, it's really dark here. So if you go into this world area, there's a few options here. Okay, either you can click ambient occlusion, which makes it look nicer, like much nicer. You can also check all of these if you want, but I don't really like it. So I only use ambient occlusion. How about let's make the resolution a little lower here. Yeah, it looks a little better. So yeah, text looks really nice there. Bigger, you can make this like, I don't know, if you want a like banner profile picture. Looks nice, but I don't know, I'm more of like the Minecraft guy. So yeah, and so yeah, that's basically the basics. Text and stuff like that. There's a few tricks also that you can do with text, which I'll show you. If you hold Shift D, you can duplicate it. Right? If you hold Shift D and then right click, it'll duplicate it. And then if we modify this, let's say we put the bevel depth all the way down, but we make the extrude nice. And then let's say we change the color to gray. Put it in the middle here, gray. Oh yeah. Okay, I forgot about that. I have to do something. Okay, this one here. Let's add a new material if I can. Yeah, okay, as you can see there, I made the text like that. Because I put it like inside of each other. That's basically how that happens. And let's put the bevel down on this one, make it look nicer. Yeah, that looks nice. And make this extrude less. That looks like a pretty nice text there. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So yeah, also one thing that I just did there is go back into front view and change the camera. If you want to like change the camera to like say that you're like moving the mouse around, you got like a really good view on this, and you want to change the camera there. Just stay in that view and press Ctrl-Alt-0, and it'll change it to that view. Sometimes like it does. Sometimes it zooms in a lot, so you can just scroll out and then press that. Yeah. Then I'll go with front view. And yeah. So one last thing is if you want to render, you press F12. And yeah. So as you can see, we got a nice image here. If you want to save it as an image, go down here, image, save as image. Just save it wherever you want and click save as image, but I'm not going to do that. Yeah, so that's basically like the basics about like text. And hopefully make more episodes on this. Yeah, see you guys later, and bye.